welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the shed of many names on this stormy night. This is not quite how I wanted the video to begin, but mysteriously my whole main part of my ginger harvest video just disappeared. But the ending piece is there. So, yeah, this is interesting. So, with that being said, I'm going to talk about a little bit about ginger, harvesting it, and using the whole plant, not just the rhizome under the ground. The stems make an amazing curry, which that will be another video to come. The leaves, yeah, harvest them, save them, cut them up, dehydrate them, and you can make tea with it. Now, it does have ginger flavor. It's not as strong as the root, but don't waste it, people. I see a lot of people not doing anything with the ginger plant above ground. They just after the ginger root. Well, you waste the whole plant when you do that, y'all. So, I'm going to let y'all watch part of the harvest. I apologize. Like I said, this is not how I wanted this video to roll. But, you take the punches and you roll with it and you do what you can. So, I hope y'all enjoy this crazy video. But what's new with me? It works out one way or another. I'm going to merge this one with the ending of the harvest, or harvesting several of the grow bags. You'll see the final harvest of all the ginger root. And then I'll bring you back and show you how to work with the upper part of the ginger, because way too many people are wasting it and they don't even know. I will see you back here at the end of the video. Everyone, take care. Sorry y'all, my camera had stopped. I guess I smacked it with one of the leaves or something. There's one of the rhizomes that I started this ginger with. Still good. Look at that beautiful homegrown organic ginger. Sorry about the noise in the background, y'all. Save these roots. You can use them too. The whole plant is edible. Don't waste it. Make sure there's no more in there. On to the next. We're almost done with ginger. I only have 3 more pots. I want to save those stems. Long little roots. Which are going to be wonderful. Alright, this one disintegrated, so that one's still good. Actually trying to germinate. And over here as well. Get that off there so it don't cause any rot. Yes, the whole ginger plant is edible. Oh, it broke off. Look at that beautiful ginger. Bits of this is still salvageable, so don't waste it. This one's interesting. Grew on both sides of the pot. Alright, Granddaddy Longlegs now. I've seen more Granddaddy Longlegs the last 4 days than I have all year. I was worried about them that I wasn't going to get to see any. Well, I am mistaken. These were growing good. So I'm going to snap that off. Most of that's gone. Look at those beautiful roots. There's one that's salvageable, and it was trying to germinate there. Come on. There we go. And it is so much easier to harvest them when you let them dry out. Look at those. Look at that beautiful, organic, homegrown ginger. And like I said, make sure you get all of that ginger out. Because with this frost coming, it'll kill them. Oh Lord, these 3-gallon bags can get heavy. Let's hope it don't hit the camera again. And this one, that's a stalk. I think that was going to be a stalk. You know what? We're still going to keep them. They eat good. See, look at those 3 good, healthy stems. They're going to be delicious. And we're almost done. We got one more after this one. I guess that's one that didn't germinate. Unless it come off of this one. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I am so happy. Nothing like fresh, homegrown. Look at that beautiful piece of ginger. And this one is still solid, so it's still good. Now if you cut it open and it's brown inside, don't use it, but from what I can see, it still looks good. And the little one is the last bag of ginger. It's kind of bittersweet because I'm going to miss them all. I really am. But I'm going to put some greens in its place, or some collards. I haven't made up my mind yet. That disintegrated. Little bitty baby piece of ginger there. But hey, it's still good. Alright, well, I guess I am finished. I'm going to get these rinsed off and bring you back. Alright, got them rinsed off real good. They need some more, but for now, that's good. Look at all of that beautiful homegrown, oh, it smells so good, ginger. And I'm looking forward to using it as well. And I will see you back in the shed after a while. Okay, since you've got to watch the ending pretty much of my original video, I'd sure like to know where the first part went to. But yep, that just disappeared, y'all. Just disappeared. We're going to talk about the upper part of the ginger plant. Now, I do have a special video coming out later showing you how to make a turmeric and ginger pickle, which is amazing. But right now, we're going to talk about saving the stems as well as using the leaves. Don't let anything go to waste if you can help it, people. Save everything you can. So, time to turn around, and we're going to get busy, y'all. Now, hopefully, the rain has stopped for a little while, because if it gets too loud, I'll pause the video, because I'm telling you, rain on this roof is loud. Alright, now, of course, it has been washed, and what I'm going to do is just cut the leaves off, because they taste just like ginger, not as strong and peppery. Now, if your leaves start looking too rough for you, just set them aside. And guess what? Put them in your compost pile. Save this whole stem, because you can cut it into segments, which I'll show you later in another video how to cut it up. And we're going to make ginger stem with some turmeric stem curry. Oh, it's good, y'all. Now, personally, this is tea for me and my other half. I'm not so much worried about ugly leaves. Now, if they get really bad, I'm not going to use them. But I am trying not to waste anything. And you can always, and some of the smaller stems, cut them up for tea too. Now, another thing you could do, you don't have to make it tea. You can dehydrate the leaves. You know how wonderful that is in soup? It's delicious, y'all. You can make, add it to broth. There's so much you can do. And so many people have no clue that the whole ginger plant is edible. The whole plant. And see, I've got a start of 3 stems. I'm going to put them back in the bucket with water and keep them as fresh as can be. Rough looking leaves, discard them. I'm not worried about a few little bug holes. As long as the bug's gone, That's perfectly fine, because, yeah, no, I ain't eating no bug. Ain't about to, if I can help it. And like I said, some of that stem can go into the dehydrator with the leaves. Oh, let me tell y'all, it smells so good. This is the discard pile. This is the keep pile. I just apologize because that irked me because some of those roots were so beautiful. And it irks me because I'd like to know where my video went to. All the other videos are still there. Alright, like this one here. I cut that bad boy out. Brown tips, cut them off. Like I said, you can make tea with it. You can add it to chicken broth, beef broth. There's so many things you can do with it. The only thing that stops you is your imagination, folks. And that stops a whole lot of people, unfortunately. Everybody's worried about thinking outside the box. Become the box and see the whole picture, y'all. Don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. And like I said, I'm not so much worried about the leaves looking perfect. This is for me and Junior, not anybody else. Alright, I'm going to keep going. I've got 4 dehydrator trays ready to be filled. And like I said, any scraps that you don't, any leaves, any scraps that you don't use or discard, bug, compost pile, y'all. Don't waste it. Don't waste nothing. Don't throw it in the trash. Compost it. And if you don't have a compost pile, just walk out there and scatter it in your garden. You got to start thinking wiser, folks. Well, I'll see you back here in a bit when I get a whole bunch done, because, oh lordy, I got a whole big bucket to get done. I'll see you back here in a little while. Boy, I've gone through a bunch of leaves, and I still have a whole lot more. Now, let me move it down here where you can see what I'm doing. Now, these are some of the small, tender tip of the stem. Those are fine to go in also. You want to make a manageable handful, and then you're just going to cut. And once these are dehydrated, perfect for tea. Imagine some of these thrown in some chicken noodle soup, especially if you're sick. Now, for those who don't like or can't handle the spiciness of ginger root, ginger leaves are just milder in the heat of the ginger rhizome. So this is another option for you to add to your food. You can put it in soups, broths, teas, you name it. And it's just wonderful. Let me tell you, it smells, oh, it just absolutely smells amazing. And down towards the tip of the stems, they get a little tougher, but hey, that's okay. The young tips of the leaves can be tossed in salads as well, put on sandwiches. When I'm talking about the younger tips of the leaves, here's the stem, about where you don't see much stem from here up, would be great added to smoothies as well. The sky is the limit. And if you wanted to, you could add a little water or juice and puree the fresh leaves. Now, I'm not a big proponent of freezing stuff because, well, grit goes down. Yeah, what you gonna do then? But you could blend it, puree it really good, and freeze it, add it to smoothies, milkshakes, whatever, y'all, soup. Alright, I'm going to have to shrink my towel down. Poor scissors are going, I ain't done about had enough. Alright, I'm going to get all this cut up, and I'll bring you back as soon as I'm done. Man, that was a job cutting those all up. But I got them all nice and shredded. So, old trusty canning lid. Clean, not used, y'all. And just sprinkle your leaves all on the tray. And once again, it reminds me of collard green leaves. They're thick. And it smells so good. I watch so many people put their ginger leaves and the turmeric leaves in the compost pile, and I cringe, like going, you've wasted so much wonderful, wonderful plant material. Now, another thing I didn't say, after it's dehydrated, if you don't want to keep it in this cut up leaf phase, or dried leaf phase, you can put it in a coffee grinder and powder it up. You can do that too. Just have to label your jar ginger leaf powder. And that way you know that it's not ginger powder. This is just the milder form. But, like I said, don't waste stuff. Don't waste it if you can help from it. And I'm telling you, this is wonderful in tea and good old soups. Really good in curries as well, certain curries. That's one tray. Put another tray up here. Let's get this. Whoop! Almost made that mistake, y'all. And they dry beautifully. Man, tonight's freight train night, I tell you. For a Saturday night, the rail lines, well, actually, technically Sunday morning, they're busy as can be. If you can help it, don't waste anything. Alright, looks like I got a whole bunch more. I got 2 more trays and more to put on here. So, I'll bring you back when I'm done. See you after a while. Well, thankfully I am done with 4 full trays of cut up ginger leaves. Now, it's time to get them on the dehydrator. And I am looking forward to having this addition to not only the tea mixtures, but also the spice mixes and all the many different things I can use it for. Now, there's still more ginger leaves, so I'll get started on them at a later time. So I will bring you back tomorrow, or actually later today, because it's going to be a late night tonight. And I will bring you back when they are dehydrated and ready to be put up. I'll see y'all later, well, later today. Alright everyone, welcome back. The ginger leaves are dry and they smell so wonderful. And look how beautiful, vibrant green they are. I love this new dehydrator, and being able to dry the herbs at a lower temperature for a longer time makes a big difference. Now, like I said, for those who find ginger root a little spicier for you than you like, the leaves smell just like ginger, and you can use them for tea. You can add them to a wonderful chicken soup, or if you're sick, add them to a good hearty chicken stock. Oh, it's wonderful. You can add them into curry mixes, so many different things. The sky's the limit, and your imagination of how to use it is the only thing limiting you. And I have 4 beautiful, beautiful trays. Look how beautiful, green, and vibrant those are. And I also have the very thin stems, and I still have the thick stems. So yeah, I got plans to show y'all what to do with those. I know a lot of people have already gathered their ginger because I've watched you. Now you know what to do next year and to prepare for it. because you got to save everything you possibly can. And of course, this can be added to tea mixes. Makes a wonderful, wonderful tea. You can drink it as is or add it to tea mixes, especially for if you're sick. Some of the ginger leaves, some goldenrod. It'd be wonderful. And a little bit of elderberry vinegar or elderberry, few elderberries in there. Wonderful medicinal tea. I cannot say how proud I am of this dehydrator. Look how beautiful and vibrant green that dried. Big difference being able to dry lower temp for longer time. And we're going to get it jarred up. And of course, also if you wanted to, you can also powder it up and make a lighter ginger powder. Like I said, for those who don't like or can't take the spiciness of the ginger, you can use the leaves the same way. And of course, I'm going to vacuum seal them all. I might put them down in the Mylar bags. It all depends. Okay, you're going to want ginger leaves, 10, 22. Of course, I know if they're in a jar with no liquid, they are dry. Looks like I might get 3 jars out of it. I'm hoping. I gotta finally find on my panning funnel. And like I said, a little bit of this leaf goes a long way, y'all. Oh, it smells so good. And of course, you can mush it in there. I might mush some more in that one too. It's always good to get it in there real good with a chance of air being in it. And then when I go to vacuum seal, I'm going to make sure there's no air in it. Beautiful, healthy, and vibrant. Well, looks like I'm going to end up with 2 very packed jars. And no escapees. You gotta find them and round them up, because you don't want to waste anything. And I know for a fact I have more room in this jar. plenty of room. And make sure you get the dust too. Now, if you don't want to save it in leaf form, you can also, no, don't put that up there. You can also powder it up as well. But there we have. And I still have more to do. I still have more ginger leaves to do. Simple, easy. And look how beautiful that jar is. Look how wonderful green that is. Like I said, I love this dehydrator. It's wonderful, y'all. Healthy, nutritious, and most people either throw their leaves and stems away or they compost them. Now you know not to do it anymore. You know to dehydrate them and make tea with them. Excuse me, y'all. Simple, easy, anyone can do this. You just need a dehydrator, y'all. Or if you have a very warm house, you can screen dry them and hang them up. But it's best to do in a dehydrator if you have it. And look what you'll have in your pantry for tea, for broths, for sautés, for soups. Sky's the limit, everyone. Believe in yourself, and you can do it. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer them. Just give me time. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. You each take care and stay safe out there. Continue to stock your pantries with herbal teas, herbal medicines, spices, because you don't want bland food, y'all. Bland food will get old real fast. Stay positive. You got this. I look forward to talking to y'all again soon. May you each be blessed. Y'all take care.